Haunted Lighthouses of Ireland. Welcome back to this series of Irish ghost stories theme, where we look into the chilling and mysterious narratives that cover the Emerald Isle. In today's episode, we will embark on an exploration of some of Ireland's most renowned and haunted lighthouses. From the heart-rending tales of lighthouse keepers who remain tethered to their posts to spectral ships emerging from the fog, these guiding lights harbour secrets that are as dark as they are fascinating. Join us as we investigate 10 haunted lighthouses scattered across Ireland, each accompanied by its own haunting legend. From the windswept cliffs of County Kerry to the remote rocks of County Cork, these lighthouses serve not only as navigational aids, but also as custodians of history, tragedy, and the paranormal. Prepare to immerse yourself in an atmosphere of mystery, dim the lights, settle in, and get ready for an exploration into the unknown as we unveil the ghostly legends surrounding Ireland's most infamous lighthouses. Hookhead Lighthouse, County Wexford. Situated on the rugged coastline of County Wexford, Hookhead Lighthouse stands as one of the oldest operational lighthouses in the world, boasting a history spanning over 800 years. Throughout its storied existence, the lighthouse has been the backdrop to numerous tragedies, including the untimely death of a devoted keeper whose spirit is believed to haunt the tower to this day. The tale dates back to the early 19th century, featuring a lighthouse keeper named Sean Sullivan, renowned for his unwavering commitment to maintaining the light, even amidst the fiercest storms. One fateful night, as a violent tempest raged, Sean ascended to the top of the tower to secure the light, fearing that the relentless winds might extinguish it. Tragically, while he was in the lantern room, a sudden gust swept through the open door, causing him to lose his balance. Sean fell down the spiral staircase, and by the time his assistant reached him, it was too late. He had succumbed to fatal injuries in an instant. Since that tragic night, visitors and staff have reported hearing the echo of footsteps reverberating up and down the stairs, even during moments when the lighthouse stands completely vacant. There have been sightings of a shadowy figure, clad in traditional lighthouse keeper attire, standing vigil by the light, seemingly ensuring its luminescence remains unwavering. On tempestuous nights, his presence is said to intensify, with doors slamming shut and sudden drops in temperature. Those who have encountered Sean's ghost often describe a profound sense of duty and sorrow, as if he is eternally bound to fulfill his responsibilities, even in the realm beyond. As we sail through these haunted lighthouses, we invite you to join us in uncovering the spectral stories that linger in the shadows of Ireland's maritime heritage. Hookhead Lighthouse continues to attract numerous tourists and paranormal enthusiasts, drawn not only by its stunning vistas, but also by the legend of its devoted lighthouse keeper, who is said to linger on even after death. St. John's Point Lighthouse, characterised by its striking yellow and black stripes, is situated privately on the Louth Peninsula in County Down. Since its establishment, this lighthouse has played a crucial role in guiding vessels safely into Belfast Lough, although the waters have also claimed many lives over the years. Among the most haunting tales is that of a shipwrecked crew whose spirits are believed to haunt the nearby coastline. In the late 19th century, a cargo ship bound for Belfast encountered a violent storm just off the coast of St. John's Point. Despite the crew's valiant attempts to navigate the treacherous waters, the vessel was driven onto the rocks, resulting in the loss of all aboard. Tragically, the sailors' bodies were never recovered, and it is said that their restless spirits continue to roam the shoreline, searching for a way to complete their ill-fated journey. Fishermen and visitors alike have reported sightings of ghostly figures along the rugged coast, particularly during turbulent weather. These apparitions are often described as men dressed in vintage naval uniforms, their faces pale and eyes hollow, wandering aimlessly near the water's edge. Some have even claimed to hear faint voices calling out in the night, as if the sailors are still striving to communicate with the living. One particularly eerie encounter involved a group of hikers exploring the cliffs near the lighthouse. As they walked along the pathway, they noticed a figure on the rocks below, waving frantically as if signaling for help. Concerned, they rushed to assist, only to find that the figure had inexplicably vanished. Who revealed the tragic history of the area. Despite these unsettling accounts, St. John's Point Lighthouse remains a favoured destination for those wishing to experience the breathtaking beauty of Northern Ireland's coastline. Visitors are often reminded that the waters surrounding the lighthouse harbour not only memories of shipwrecks, but also the spirits of those who never returned to shore. Loop Head Lighthouse. Loop Head Lighthouse is perched on the cliffs of the Loop Head Peninsula in County Clare, serves as a dramatic and solitary sentinel overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. This lighthouse has been guiding ships along the perilous coastline since the 1670s, yet the surrounding area is also said to be haunted by spirits that predate its establishment. One of the most enduring legends associated with Loop Head is that of a ghostly woman who is said to wander the cliffs. According to local folklore, this woman was a member of a fishing community who lost both her husband and son to the sea many years ago. Overcome by grief, she would walk the cliffs daily, scanning the horizon for any sign of their return. Eventually, she too vanished, and it is believed she either fell or threw herself into the sea. Since her disappearance, her ghost has reportedly been seen wandering the cliffs near the lighthouse, particularly at dusk, forever searching for her lost loved ones. She is frequently depicted as a pale figure draped in a flowing gown, her hair fluttering in the breeze as she gazes wistfully out to sea. Witnesses often report experiencing a profound sense of sorrow upon encountering her presence, as if they are sharing in her perpetual mourning. Some have even claimed to hear the faint sound of weeping carried by the wind, only to find an empty space when they turn to look. In addition to this spectral woman, the cliffs surrounding a Loop Head are said to be haunted by the spirits of sailors who perished in shipwrecks along the treacherous coast. The area is notorious for its perilous waters, where countless vessels have met their demise upon the rocky shores beneath the lighthouse. On tempestuous nights, ghostly figures can sometimes be seen ascending the cliffs, their ethereal silhouettes illuminated by the beam of the Loop Head Lighthouse. While the Loop Head Lighthouse remains a favoured destination for those wishing to experience the untamed beauty of Ireland's west coast, visitors are frequently reminded that the cliffs harbour more than just breathtaking vistas. They are also the resting place of souls who never returned from the depths of the sea. Clare Island Lighthouse. Similarly, Clare Island Lighthouse, situated on the cliffs of Clare Island in County Mayo, has been a beacon for ships navigating the perilous Atlantic waters since the early 19th century. The lighthouse has a rich and storied history, yet it is perhaps most renowned for the ghost of a former keeper who tragically lost his life in a fire during the late 1800s. Thomas Byrne, a meticulous and dedicated lighthouse keeper, was on duty one stormy night when a fire erupted in the keeper's quarters, rapidly engulfing the wooden structure. Despite his valiant efforts to extinguish the flames, Thomas was unable to save himself while attempting to protect vital navigational charts and equipment, ultimately succumbing to the smoke. Since his untimely demise, Thomas's spirit is believed to haunt the lighthouse, particularly the lantern room where he dedicated much of his life. Visitors and staff have reported sensing the lingering smell of smoke in the absence of any fire, as well as hearing the crackle of flames that do not exist. Some have even witnessed the ghostly figure of a man desperately striving to extinguish an unseen blaze, his expression a mix of fear and determination. Others have experienced an inexplicable surge of heat, as if the fire that claimed Thomas's life still burns within the lighthouse's walls. Now transformed into a luxury guest house, Clare Island Lighthouse continues to attract visitors drawn to its haunting legacy. Many come for the stunning views and the island's tranquility, yet some depart with unsettling encounters with the ghost of Thomas Byrne, the keeper who could not escape the flames. Blackhead Lighthouse. Over in County Antrim, the Blackhead Lighthouse stands majestically on the cliffs overlooking Belfast Lough, guiding ships safely into port. Beyond its architectural charm and historical significance, it is also the site of ghostly occurrences linked to the labourers who constructed it. The building of Blackhead Lighthouse was a formidable task, requiring workers to haul heavy materials up steep cliffs in challenging weather conditions. One particularly tragic story involves a young labourer named Jack, who was just 19 years old when he suffered a fatal accident during construction. Assigned to transport supplies to the site, Jack slipped on the slick rocks and fell to his death, with his body discovered the following day, tragically broken from the fall. Since that fateful day, Jack's spirit is said to linger around the cliffs of Blackhead Lighthouse, a poignant reminder of the risks faced by those who build this enduring maritime landmark. Visitors and residents alike have frequently reported sightings of a young man near the base of the lighthouse, particularly during foggy or rainy conditions. This figure is often described as dressed in work attire and burdened with a heavy load, as though he is still endeavouring to fulfill a final task. Witnesses report experiencing a profound sense of melancholy, as if the spirit of Jack is ensnared in the moment of his demise. In addition to encounters with Jack's apparition, there have been numerous accounts of unexplained phenomena during the lighthouse's construction. Workers claimed to hear footsteps and voices during the night, even when the area was deserted. Tools frequently went missing or were discovered in peculiar locations, and some labourers reported feeling an unseen presence observing them as they toiled. Despite these unsettling narratives, Blackhead Lighthouse was ultimately completed and has functioned as a crucial navigational beacon for over a century. It stands not only as a tribute to the men who constructed it, but also as a stark reminder of the perils they encountered. For visitors, Blackhead provides a glimpse into history and the opportunity to encounter the spirits of those who contributed to its legacy. Fastnet Lighthouse. Fastnet Lighthouse is located off the coast of County Cork, is known as Ireland's Teardrop, and stands as one of the country's most isolated and iconic lighthouses. Guiding countless ships through treacherous waters, it has become the centrepiece of one of Ireland's most renowned ghost stories, the legend of the phantom ship that haunts the surrounding seas. This tale dates back to the early 1900s, when a cargo ship laden with valuable goods, known as the Silver Swan, was lost in a violent storm. Bound for America, the ship and its crew vanished without a trace, and despite extensive search efforts, no wreckage was ever found. In the years that followed, reports emerged of a spectral vessel appearing near Fastnet Lighthouse during storms. This ghostly ship, believed to be the Silver Swan, is often sighted just before or during severe weather. Witnesses describe it as an antiquated vessel with tattered sails, gliding silently through the waves, often enveloped in mist with no visible crew on deck. Those who have encountered it report a profound sense of foreboding, as if the ship serves as a harbinger of doom. A particularly chilling account comes from a lighthouse keeper who reported seeing the Silver Swan on a stormy night. He watched in terror as the ghostly ship approached the lighthouse, only to vanish just before reaching the rocks. The following morning, he discovered that a fierce storm had wrecked several vessels in the vicinity, leading him to believe that the apparition had appeared as a warning. Despite these eerie encounters, Fastnet Lighthouse remains a vital navigational aid and a symbol of resilience and endurance. However, for those who venture too close to its perilous waters, the ghostly Silver Swan may still sail. Eternally lost in the storm that claimed its crew, Fethead Lighthouse of Pulkstacks, perched on the rugged Fett Peninsula in County Donegal, has served as a guiding light for sailors navigating the tumultuous Atlantic coast since its construction. Known for its stunning vistas and historical significance, the lighthouse is also the site of a tragic narrative involving a young lighthouse keeper who met an untimely fate in the early 1900s. Patrick Emlyn was appointed as the assistant lighthouse keeper, eager to prove his dedication to the role. However, the isolation of the lighthouse and the relentless crashing of the waves began to take a toll on his mental well-being. On a tempestuous night, while diligently carrying out his duties, Patrick tragically lost his footing and fell from the top of the lighthouse tower, meeting a fatal end on the jagged rocks below. His lifeless body was discovered the following morning by the headkeeper, who was heartbroken over the loss of his young assistant. Since that fateful night, Patrick's spirit has been reported to roam the lighthouse grounds, particularly near the very rocks where his life was cut short. Visitors have recounted sightings of a shadowy figure at the base of the tower, gazing upward as if reflecting on his fall. Others have noted the haunting sound of soft cries carried by the wind, evoking a sense of mourning for a life extinguished too soon. The atmosphere surrounding the lighthouse is often described as heavy and melancholic, especially during stormy nights when the wind roars and waves batter the rocks. Despite its tragic past, the Finhead Lighthouse continues to attract tourists, offering stunning views of the Atlantic and serving as a poignant reminder of the perils faced by those who maintained the beacon of light. Ballycotton Lighthouse. Situated on Ballycotton Island off the coast of County Cork, is celebrated for its scenic beauty and serene surroundings. However, the island is also steeped in eerie legends of spectral encounters, particularly concerning the spirits of former residents. One well-known tale involves a group of fishermen who sought refuge on the island during a fierce storm. They took shelter in a small hut near the lighthouse as the tempest raged outside. Huddled together, the fishermen listened to the howling wind and crashing waves. Suddenly, the hut's door swung open, revealing a tall figure dressed in antiquated clothing, wearing a stern expression. The men, paralyzed with fear, attempted to communicate with the apparition, but it vanished as quickly as it had appeared, leaving the door wide open. The following morning, they recounted their experience to the lighthouse keeper, who suggested that the figure was likely the ghost of a former island inhabitant known for his reclusive and unfriendly demeanor. Local lore states that he perished in a boating accident, and his spirit has since haunted the island, becoming resentful of any intruders. In addition to sightings of this spectral figure, visitors to Ballycotton Lighthouse have reported hearing inexplicable noises at night, including footsteps on the rocks and the faint echo of a man's voice. Some have even glimpsed shadowy figures moving along the shore, only to fade into the mist. Despite these unnerving encounters, Ballycotton Lighthouse remains a popular destination for both tourists and locals, drawn by the island's haunting beauty and intriguing history, while being mindful of the restless spirits that may linger there. Rockabill Lighthouse, located on a small rocky islet off the coast of Skerries in County Dublin, has served as a crucial navigational aid since its first illumination. This sentinel in the Irish Sea continues to guide vessels through the perilous waters surrounding it. The two islands of Rockabill have historically claimed numerous lives, and local lore suggests that the spirits of lost sailors continue to haunt the island. Among the most renowned tales associated with Rockabill is that of a fishing vessel that tragically sank during a fierce storm in the early 20th century. This vessel, with a crew of 5, was caught in a sudden squall and capsized before they could send out a distress signal. The bodies of the crew were never recovered, and it is believed that their spirits now linger near the lighthouse, eternally searching for a way home. Fishermen and lighthouse keepers have reported sightings of ghostly figures along the shore, particularly during inclement weather. These apparitions are often described as men clad in heavy clothing, their faces obscured by the hoods of their jackets, silently gazing out to sea. Some witnesses have even recounted hearing faint knocking sounds on the lighthouse door at night, as if the sailors were seeking refuge from the storm that claimed their lives. In a particularly eerie encounter, a group of fishermen observed a boat adrift near the island during a tempest. The vessel appeared distressed, with its sails wildly flapping in the wind. Concerned for those aboard, they attempted to approach, only for the boat to vanish before their eyes, leaving behind only the sounds of the wind and crashing waves. Despite these unsettling experiences, Rockabill Lighthouse remains an essential part of Ireland's maritime heritage. Its remote location and the haunting tales associated with it draw visitors seeking to connect with its storied past. For those who venture to Rockabill, the lighthouse serves not only as a beacon of safety, but also as a poignant reminder of the souls lost to the unforgiving sea. Gallyhead Lighthouse, County Cork. This structure stands majestically on a rugged headland overlooking Ireland's southern coast. It has been a guiding light for sailors since its construction, which followed a series of catastrophic shipwrecks in the area. The endeavour to build the lighthouse was fraught with challenges and danger, and it is rumoured that some of the men involved never left the site, their spirits lingering near the tower. One of the most enduring legends tells of a worker named Liam, a talented stonemason who met with a tragic fate during the lighthouse's construction. "My dastur, while working on the outer wall, he lost his balance and fell to his death on the rocks below. Since that fateful day, it is said that Liam's spirit haunts the lighthouse and its surroundings. Workers and visitors alike have reported sightings of a shadowy figure near the base of the tower, often in the early morning hours. This figure is described as a man in work attire, carrying tools as if continuing his daily routine. Some have even claimed to hear the sounds of chiseling and hammering, yet upon investigation, they find the site eerily deserted. Alongside the tales of Liam's ghost, reports of peculiar phenomena within the lighthouse abound. Witnesses have observed doors inexplicably opening and closing, while tools have been discovered relocated or mysteriously absent, only to re-emerge in the most unexpected locations. Numerous visitors have recounted experiencing a sudden drop in temperature as they approach the tower, as if they are crossing a threshold into a bygone era where the spirits of the lighthouse's builders continue their labor. Despite its haunted reputation, Galley Head Lighthouse remains a significant element of Ireland's maritime heritage, symbolizing the craftsmanship and commitment of those who constructed it. It also serves as a poignant reminder of the perils they encountered. For those who venture to Gallad, the site offers not just breathtaking vistas, but also a profound connection to history and the ethereal beings that have influenced it. As we conclude our exploration of Ireland's haunted lighthouses, we hope you have found these chilling narratives of spirits and spectres lingering by the sea both engaging and enlightening. Whether it is the devoted lighthouse keepers who persist in their duties from beyond the grave or the ghostly ships navigating through the mist, these stories underscore the idea that the past remains ever present. If you appreciated this in-depth look into Ireland's maritime mysteries, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to receive updates on our latest supernatural tales. We also welcome your personal experiences. If you've visited any of these lighthouses or encountered your own spectral phenomena, please share your stories in the comments below. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, keep your gaze toward the horizon. You never know what might be observing you from the shadows.